Listen, can you hear it? The faint rustle of silk, the whisper of a secret that has slumbered for centuries, buried under the weight of more famous tales. This is not a story of kings on thrones or battles on open fields. This is a story of an idea so dangerous, so revolutionary it had to be smuggled. A story that begins not with a sword but with a single, forbidden book. The year is 1770. The place, the royal court in Vienna. Empress Maria Theresa rules a vast and powerful empire, but a new unsettling philosophy is seeping through the cracks of the old world order. It is called the Enlightenment. And in a quiet study far from the ballrooms, her own son and heir, the future Emperor Joseph II, is secretly enthralled by it. He reads the works of Voltaire, of Rousseau, and his mind is set ablaze. But these books are illegal. To possess them is an act of treason against his own mother's conservative regime. This is our first, crucial detail. The Crown Prince, the very symbol of the established order, is its most passionate clandestine critic. He maintains a covert correspondence with the era's greatest thinkers, a web of letters carried by trusted messengers, discussing reforms he dare not yet speak aloud. But the true center of our story lies further east, in the remote and rugged Carpathian Mountains. Here in the Principality of Wallachia, a remarkable and nearly forgotten figure takes the stage, Ioan Cantacuzino. A Wallachian boyar or nobleman, he was no ordinary aristocrat. He was a Spinozist. He believed in a world governed not by a personal god but by a pantheistic, rational substance. A belief considered pure heresy, and he was determined to spread this radical fire. In 1740, Cantacuzino performed an act of breathtaking intellectual audacity. He translated the most dangerous book of the age, Baruch Spinoza's Ethics, from Latin into Romanian. This was not merely a translation, it was a covert operation. He disguised the text, embedding Spinoza's radical propositions within a manuscript that on the surface appeared to be a conventional philosophical commentary. He created a secret library, a literal hidden room within his estate, filled with hundreds of these forbidden Enlightenment texts. But here is the suspenseful twist, the detail lost to most history books. Cantacuzino didn't just hide these ideas. He created a clandestine distribution network. He sent his most trusted agents on perilous journeys across Europe, carrying these disguised manuscripts to other freethinkers. The Cantacuzino translations became legendary among a secretive pan-European circle of radicals, a philosophical underground railroad. Now let us connect these two threads. The year is 1774. The young, reform-minded Emperor Joseph II, having finally ascended to a position of power, is actively seeking the tools to modernize his empire. He has heard whispers, through his network of enlightened correspondence, of the Cantacuzino library. He knows it contains not just Spinoza, but a whole arsenal of revolutionary thought. He dispatches a confidential agent, a man whose name is lost to us, on a singular mission: to travel to Wallachia, make contact with the Cantacuzino family, and secure these texts for the Imperial Library in Vienna. Imagine the scene. The agent, traveling under false pretext, arrives at the Cantacuzino estate. He is led through dimly lit corridors, past the public rooms of a wealthy noble, to a concealed door. Behind it lies the treasure, shelf upon shelf of handwritten manuscripts, the very fuel of the intellectual revolution that was reshaping Europe. The agent selects the most vital works, including Cantacuzino's own annotated translation of Spinoza's Ethics. The transaction is made in hushed tones. The books are carefully packed. They begin their long, clandestine journey back to Vienna, to the heart of the very empire that had officially banned them. But the story does not end with a triumphant arrival in Vienna. There is one final, haunting layer. The imperial librarians, perhaps unaware of the full significance of what they had received, or perhaps deliberately obscuring its heretical origins, catalogued the Cantacuzino manuscripts without fanfare. They were placed on the shelves of the Hofbibliothek, shelved anonymously amongst thousands of other volumes. Spinoza's Ethics, in its unique Romanian disguise, sat there, silent and unrecognized, for over 200 years. It was only in the late 20th century that a sharp-eyed historian, piecing together correspondence and marginalia, finally rediscovered it, reconnecting the book to its daring translator and its incredible journey from a secret room in the Carpathians to the heart of the Habsburg Empire. So what are we to make of this? That the most radical ideas cannot be killed. They are like seeds carried on the wind or by dedicated hands finding cracks in the sturdiest walls. They can be banned, burned, and hidden, but they have a way of surviving, often in the last places you would ever look, sometimes even in the library of the emperor himself. It is a testament to the power of a single mind, a single pen, and the unquenchable human thirst to know, to question, and to be free. The echo of that secret translation, from the mountains of Wallachia to the court of Vienna, reminds us that history's most profound revolutions often begin not with a shout, but with a whisper.